Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Real Housewives of Atlanta because Porsha and Kenya is heating up, you guys, on the internet streets of it all. And I am thinking more and more that Bravo it's a scheme set up by Bravo. Bravo has had this whole rollout plan because now BRIT Edie is doing press, and we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, but not in this video. Because in this video, there is a shocking allegation that is made by Porsha. So Kenya got wind of Porsha's YouTube clip that alleged that there was a housewife that is currently on the show that allegedly provided Kenya with some of the alleged nude pics of BRIT Edie. And Kenya wanted to say in response, this is from her verified account, absolutely no one on the show gave me anything. Stop using my situation for clickbait, with the hand over the face emoji. Now, here's the thing. I actually do think that there might have been, I don't know, like, obviously there's going to be people who have an axe to grind. There's obviously already been allegations about Ming Lee, who is not on the show, who is not a real housewife. But there has been some housewives this season that have been moving funny, that have been flippity flop, flip, that it would not shock me if behind the scenes, at the result of what happened at the Big Bank Take Little Bank of Angela Oakley's event, that they decided, you know what? The way BRIT came at you, Kenya, was not cool. I got some tea on her. I got some photos on her. She is not who she is trying to portray to be. She does not deserve to be a housewife, and da-da-da-da-da. She does not deserve to have a peach. You need to expose her. Do with this whatever you will, and da-da-da-da-da. I firmly believe there's a housewife who has a reason to, go all out in that capacity in support of Team Kenya. Because here's the thing, too. There's housewives that want Kenya on this show because Kenya's antics, and this is why a lot of people like Nene on the show as well. A lot of Nene and Kenya's antics deflected away from the messiness the rest of this cast would do. But see, when you take Kenya out of that equation, then the microscope is a lot closer on these other housewives. And then these other housewives now, because Kenya's going to be gone moving forward, episode 6 and onward, now you got to step it up. Now you got to contribute. Now you got to clock in. Now you got to earn that check. But also, if what Porsha is alleging is true, because two things can be true. She's alleging one housewife allegedly provided Kenya with some of the alleged nude photos, but she is also alleging that there is a housewife that was fighting, going hard in the paint to have Kenya fired from the show. Did not want Kenya on this show anymore. Who was it? Who was it? I know obviously everybody would say, oh, it's BRIT, duh. But who would have the benefit of Kenya no longer being on this show? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. So, Kenya says that she's denying what is in Porsha's clip. Porsha responds directly to Kenya and says, that is a lie. We talked day and night, and I personally went to the network/production and fought for you before you showed her alleged underage explicit pics. What? No. underage. I also went after as well because I was hurt you had to leave. I checked on you because I cared and care. I'm not your enemy. And that's Kenya. No. So what's crazy in all of this is obviously people are going to either call Porsha a liar, or people are thinking that Porsha's putting the nail in Kenya's coffin. But some people are going to look at this and say Porsha is trying to save Kenya from herself. Porsha is trying to save Kenya from herself. Saying without saying, get off the internet. Do not do this YouTube Tuesday. If you're not going to address what needs to be addressed on what the people need to go, then just keep it like you did that live where you said you were going to be addressing everything and you addressed nothing. No. If, in fact, and here's the thing too, y'all. You and I do not know whether or not BRIT was allegedly underage. You and I do not know what the contents of what the nude photos were that was shown, other than what Cynthia alleged about alleged slap on the knob, allegedly. But we don't know if it was legal or not. We do not know. We do know that BRIT has been on the earlier episodes bragging about being an underage video vixen. And we know in this music industry how they treat these underage women, especially underage women and underage men. I saw somewhere people were alleging that BRIT has had a whole penthouse thing that she was doing in her 20s and all this and that, but that doesn't mean that she potentially wasn't taken advantage of underage. That doesn't mean potentially there could have been something filmed without her knowledge, without her consent, and she was underage. And this is not me taking up for BRIT. This is me saying some of y'all don't got all the facts. Now, this could be also something that BRIT has told Porsha. This could be something that production has told Porsha. Because the timing of all of this is interesting. Perhaps they are not happy, or they're trying to get Bravo's got a whole rollout because the backlash is still backlashing. And they want to get out there what the truth is without technically saying the truth. And it was interesting the other day, the crash out that Kenya Moore had when Andy's co-host was alleging SA. And then Kenya came out in response and said SA is RAPE, as if SA does not encompass other things. But if, in fact, what Porsha is saying is true, and we already allegedly, if according to Porsha, have caught Kenya in a lie where she said that nobody has checked on her, but Angela checked on her, and then Kenya did a post previously that said nobody was there for her but Kelly, and everything else as far as the cast, but now Porsha is saying behind the scenes she's been in contact with her. Shamia has said that she's talked to Kenya. Really, Cynthia hasn't spoken to Kenya. So if it is underage, that changes this whole conversation, y'all. This is a whole nother ball game, y'all. But I know some of y'all gonna be like, Porsha is a liar and all this and that. But what is the incentive for Porsha to lie about this? Porsha not trying to get sued out here. Porsha wanted nothing to do with Kenya's presentation and practically ran out there and basically said she wanted to have a poof dust. Please let there be no trace of me ever being here at this event. I want no association of this event. Why would the housewives get out of there so fast? Why would they do that? This is out of control. How, and the people that are asking for Kenya to sue Porsha, how can Kenya sue Porsha if what Porsha is alleging might be true? Because the fact that Bravo did an investigation and felt as though Kenya was not allowed to film the rest of the season speaks volumes. Absolutely speaks volumes. But nonetheless, this is a disaster. I feel like there's a lot of blurred lines. I feel like at this point, we should have never seen the episode. But I feel like at the same token, the problem is, it sounds like A, Bravo didn't have much to work with this season. And it sounds like B, because it got leaked out anyways about this whole debacle, they felt like they had to air it anyways. This is the same thing that happened with the Bolo situation, where it leaked in advance about the Bolo thing. And everybody was like anticipating, okay, what is this big deal about the Bolo thing? And we see the episodes and we're kind of like, okay. And what was being alleged happened off of the Bravo cameras. So it was even more confusion. But this is kind of giving like the same thing. Like, let's leak the major storyline of the season to the blogs to paint a certain narrative, to give certain people a sympathy look or a victim look or whatever. But it's backfiring on all cylinders, because the more details that is allegedly coming out, the worse it sounds. Like, it sounds like there should have been 0 leaks to begin with, because it would have been more favorable. But the more people try to leak things, it sounds like it's worse. And y'all know I always say the cover-up is worse than the crime, y'all. But nonetheless, something has to give. But I think Kenya needs to cancel this YouTube video. I think she needs to cancel this YouTube video, and unless she just is just done with Bravo and she has accepted that she's never working at Bravo again. Because whatever she says in this video is crucial. But if she's going to say a whole lot of nothing, might as well cancel it. Because if it's just going to be a he said and she said, and Bravo and BRIT had enough to basically say, listen here, you're in the wrong, you are removed from the show. You know, we have to be accountable here. We have to be accountable. Kenya has to answer the hard-hitting questions. There can't be any snowball questions. Oh, who are you still talking with? Why aren't you and Cynthia cool anymore? No. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We want the whole truth and nothing but the truth on what happened on the spa day, who gave you the receipts and everything else, and show us the receipts. Because I feel like anything less than that, if this is just going to be a YouTube where it's going to be full of smoke and mirrors and other nonsense and shenanigans, the people are not going to rally behind Kenya. So this is a very interesting turn of events, y'all. And it would make sense why Bravo quickly cut ties with Kenya if, in fact, they found proof or receipts that one of those images of Britt Edie was, in fact, of her allegedly underage. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.